Today, we're back in the BC backcountry, chasing down another Alpine lake. This trip takes us deep into the mountains, climbing above the tree line, through the golden arches, and onto fresh snow as we break into the Alpine. Eventually, we reach a crystal clear Alpine lake covered in early season snow, where we set up camp and spend the night under the full moon before making our way back down. What's it actually like to spend a night high in the Rockies? Stick around and we'll show you.
Does it really get any better than fall here in Canada? It's beautiful, we get all the fall colors, and well, a great time to go explore. And that is exactly what we're doing today. We're here with, well, my Forester and Jeff and his Crosstrek, and we're gonna be heading, can't see it yet, but we're heading up this Forest Service road to go check out a potential Alpine camp spot. You know, our last couple of videos, we've been exploring some amazing places in BC, and well, this video is gonna be no exception as we hopefully climb up into an Alpine lake and spend the night, hopefully not in -degree weather. Last adventure it was got down to like -4, and we'll see. It's a little warmer today, not a lot, but up there it might be just as cold because we'll be climbing to we'll be climbing above 2,000 meters. Compared to some of our previous logging roads, this is definitely one of my favorites and what you want to see when you're on a logging road. I don't know if it's fully active anymore. There is no signage, like the mileage is very, like you get like a kilometer here and then you don't get one for another 10 kilometers, and it's narrow enough that obviously they're not bringing logging trucks in or whatever, but I think the only reason it's really active is there's some wreck sites up farther down in like hiking trails, so that's why they're keeping this trail active and repairing some of the washouts and stuff. But it's an absolutely amazing trail. Even if you just come down and cruise on some of these Forest Service roads, you'll find some amazing stuff, just not even on the like off-road trails. As soon as we turned off that main FSR, which it still thinks this is the main FSR, but whatever, it got really narrow and it's like a single vehicle trail. I think we can say we're officially on the trail that is gonna take us up the mountain. It should be pretty interesting. I'm already seeing some like rocky, almost like a little bit of a waterfall that we're gonna have to climb up just ahead of us. So we'll get up there and then see what the rest of the trail gives us.
With the trail now only wide enough for one vehicle, we cross countless creek crossings as we climbed up the mountain.
That way? Yeah. Great. That way a little more.
And well, there was the occasional rocky section. The trail itself wasn't hard.
After a rough and, well, long climb, we are at 2,000 meters and just about to break into, well, the subalpine and then eventually the alpine. Because look at this, we have some pretty epic views right now. Well, we just broke out of the trees and wow, the view is absolutely incredible. We're completely surrounded by mountain ranges. It's a sight to be seen. Well, we are far in the Alpine now. It is literally just rocks and, well, mountains. And it reminds me a lot of some of our previous adventures like 2-3 years ago, where we climbed up another mountain in a different mountain range around here. And we kind of pushed the Forester to the limits at the altitude. And, well, we're doing that again today, because this is above 2,000 meters. And the Forester is just clawing right now. Oh no. And it's not liking this altitude.
Now in the Alpine, we opted to have a little bit of fun and take the harder line up to the lake.
And there we go. We have our tent set up on the edge of this crystal clear alpine lake. And I gotta say, this whole trail all the way up here and getting up here has been absolutely amazing. I know I said this last episode, or last adventure, but I said it was in my top 3. Well, now this is in my top 3, so my top 3, I don't even know what it looks like anymore, but I gotta give you guys a little bit of a better view of what is actually going on here. So, there is my Forester. There's Jeff's Crosstrek, and then we have the Alpine Lake here, but it gets even better. Check this out. As we come up over this ridge, we can see the valley down below. It is absolutely amazing, and well, you can't really complain about it when you're camping at 2,400 meters and you have a view like that down the valley. It's just, I can't put it into words, and the camera's gonna be very hard to pick this up because it's that amazing, but check it out. As I said, it's so hard to put into words how amazing this place is. Well, a little bit chilly. I think it's worth it. We're just at the end of the larch season and we get some really, really nice trees and, well, beautiful colors. With the sun gone behind those mountains and, well, a relatively good sunset, it's time to go ahead and start some fire and, well, start some dinner. So first things first, we're gonna start the fire because up here it's a bit brisk. I've had to put on another layer, but then we'll go ahead and make some food and we'll enjoy this. We have heard some rock falls. That's why you don't camp on that far side, you camp over here, because a rock could definitely fall in your campsite if you're camping on that side. With the fire going and the moon completely risen over there, giving us actually a pretty epic view. I can see the whole mountain range around us. We're gonna go ahead and we will put some food down. And dinner is ready, so that means that we can go sit by the fire and enjoy this epic view for a little bit before we head to bed. And we're back in the sleeping bag and the tent for another night in the Alpine. As you can tell, we've got the winter insulation kit to keep us warm. Again, it's probably going to be right around 0. So with this sleeping bag and this kit, no worries at all. But it's always nice to stay nice and warm when you're sleeping. With that said, I am hearing rock falls along the embankment there. So it should be interesting to sleep. Other than that, it's pretty calm. Cross my fingers, it'll stay calm all night, and we should have a great sleep. I mean, how can you complain when you're out here up in the Alpine? But I will let you know how exactly I sleep when we wake up in the morning. And with the sun rising, you can see it on the mountain wall behind us. It is absolutely amazing. I'm just waiting for it to get over here. But while we're waiting, we can go ahead and grab something to eat and then start packing up. You can tell it's cold when you go to pour olive oil. And it's not completely frozen, but it's like a paste now. You gotta give it a good... There we go. We got a little bit of olive oil. But it wasn't that bad actually in the town. As you know, I have my cold weather gear, so it was quite nice. But yeah, it's definitely a little bit brisk. I'm sure all my batteries absolutely love it. Even with that little bit of breeze, the sun is still really, really nice, and it's actually getting kind of warm. I'm crossing my fingers for a nice warm day today. That said, what we'll go ahead and do is we will start packing up. As you see, I already started removing a layer, but we'll get changed into our day clothes. And then the tent's not going to be completely dry, unfortunately. It's just there's so much condensation on it that we'll pack it away, and then we'll just have to dry it when we get back. But yeah, we'll pack everything away and get ready to hit the trail back down. And it's time to leave this place and make ways for civilization.
Making our way back down the mountain, we climbed the shelf roads and were rewarded with some epic views of the larch covered valley below.
And after that last rocky section, we are back on the logging road. We don't really see like a proper logging road until we get down to essentially where we started the trail, because at the base of this kind of like spur here, we end up getting on, again, the single track that's absolutely beautiful, follows the river, but it's not really a true like logging road that we're used to on the channel. It's more of a, like, just a force access road. They're not doing any more logging on it. Although we still will be calling, it's definitely, at least as far as I know, not active for quite a while. And the Subarus are all aired up, ready to head back towards civilization. We have a little bit on this main logging road here, but it's literally just a gravel road. It's actually one of the most well-maintained gravel roads or forest roads I've seen in a long time. So obviously I'm not going to film that, but you can see that behind us here are the mountains that we spent a night in. So we had some absolutely epic views, and well, again, I'm gonna say this again, we're gonna definitely be returning there, hopefully with more Subarus, and well, maybe even do a summer one where we can go swim in the lake and everything. But with that said, I hope you enjoyed this epic trip through BC and some camping in some amazing spots. As I said, the last 3 videos were from this trip, so we are going to be looking at some different content now for the next adventures. But as I said, I hope you enjoy it, and let me know down below if this is your favorite spot, because I think this might be one of my favorite spots we've stayed at. But let me know down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to go ahead and, well, check out Flat for Off-Road to get your Subaru ready for trips like that, and the channel memberships for some exclusive perks and behind the scenes content. And I'll be seeing you in the next adventure.